Good. The button has been pressed. Hi, Internet. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our live stream. This week, we are going to talk about making, breaking, and changing plans. I have three sort of segments, three groups of discussion topics planned for today. So we have a lot to do. Actually, maybe I prepared too much. But today, in this live stream lesson, we're going to focus a lot on using patterns. So instead of focusing on like a grammar point, we're going to focus on a few, actually quite a few patterns you can use to make and break. Break means cancel, and change your plans. So that's going to be our topic for today. Everything's getting loaded. I see the YouTube chat. Is it live? Are you live, YouTube chat? I think Facebook chat is also coming. And we have Twitter as well now. You can find this live stream on the Twitter, the English Class 101 Twitter account as well. Facebook, I see you first. YouTube, I think, oh good, YouTube is up. Hi, hello, Breno and Rodrigo and Christian and Luis and Chan Hana and Oliver and Ellison and Amina and Bador and Mohammed. Hi. And on Facebook, Tarek and Anthony and Ali and Seng. Hello, everybody. Good. I don't see Twitter yet. Oh, yes, I do. Hello, Twitter. I will retweet you. Good. Okay, so everyone's joining while we wait for a couple of other people, well, a few more people to join as they get the notification. I have a couple exciting announcements that I want to share. Last week, if you joined us, we talked about work kind of idioms, like workplace idioms. And last week, actually, maybe some of you already saw this photo, but last week we had a really cool work collaboration. So this is something, I posted this on Instagram, actually. But this, maybe some of you know who she is, the woman next to me. This is Trang from the very popular YouTube channel and English resource, eLite. And so last week we shot a few videos together. It was a really fun collaboration opportunity and a really interesting chance to get to meet and work with her. So we talked last week about an expression. We talked about the expression win-win. So a win-win situation is like an agreement where both parties or both groups benefit. They get something good in return. So this was a great example of a win-win. So there's going to be some videos, I think one video on our channel that you guys will be able to watch, and some videos on her channel, on eLite's channel as well. So this was really, really cool, and I hope you guys check that out. I think it will be available maybe in April, the beginning of April or so. So a few more weeks. But anyway, that was really exciting and a great example, I think, of a win-win situation. Okay, so that's the review. But as you join, of course, as always, please be sure to hit the like button, the heart button if you like, and share the video, of course, too. All right, now, I want to review a couple things. There were a couple of viewer questions from last week. Thank you for sending your questions, actually. Someone asked, Samia said, are game changer and spontaneous the same thing? Are game changer and spontaneous the same thing? So game changer is new information that you get that changes your approach to a project or to a plan. Spontaneous, however, just means sort of random behavior. So they are quite different. So spontaneous is an adjective, actually. It's a word that we use to describe the behavior of something else. Game changer is a noun, which refers to something that changes our behavior. So a little bit different. But I wanted to mention that. Oh, that's a different thing that we're going to talk about in a different show, isn't it? Okay. Right? That's a different one. Anyway, this week, as I said, this week we're going to talk about making and breaking and changing your plans. So I have prepared a couple of different topics. Is it okay if I use the mouse for a second, Kyle? Sorry. Okay. I just need to see my notes. Okay. It's all yours. Thank you. All right. So I want to begin with some expressions for making plans. Some, actually quite a few patterns you can use to make your plans. So we've talked about some of these before, actually, so this might be review for many of you, but that's okay. So let's take a look at the first 4 patterns I want to talk about today for making your plans. Yes, that's the one. Let's take a look at these 4 patterns. First, this one. So these are all sort of introductory phrases like you can use to begin making your plans with these expressions. So, are you doing anything? And then give some time frame, like a day or a time of day. Here, same thing for the second one. What are you up to at a certain time? Oh, thanks, Cal. That's nice. What are you up to at a certain time? So, for example, are you doing anything tomorrow? Or what are you up to on Saturday, for example? So these expressions, these top 2 patterns, are used to check the schedule of another person. Are you doing anything on Saturday? Are you doing anything Sunday? You don't need to use a preposition here. You can say, are you doing anything tonight? Are you doing anything Friday? Both are fine. In this pattern, what are you up to? What are you up to? Actually, somebody asked a question and asked Alicia about this phrase, up to, up to. This what are you up to? I answered it in the Ask Alicia video, but this part, what are you up to, means what are you doing? What are you doing? So, what are you up to on Sunday? Here we could use on Sunday. What are you up to tonight? What are you up to for lunch? Just to ask about someone's schedule, this one. However, if you want to suggest a specific plan, you can use one of these 2 patterns. These are both quite casual expressions you can use. So, this first one, are you free for, and here you need to explain your purpose, the activity you would like to do. Are you free for lunch on Sunday, for example? Or are you free for dinner on Saturday? So here you can suggest a specific activity and a time for that. So here I've used on, meaning the best choice in this pattern is to use a day of the week. But you could say, are you free for dinner tomorrow? Or are you free for lunch today? Are you free for a movie this weekend? So you can change on. In this sentence, in this pattern, I'm using on here, but you can change this, that's fine. Okay, the second one, do you want to, is slightly different from are you free for. So are you free just means do you have time? Do you have time for something? But do you want to is maybe a little bit more direct. Like, do you want to go to a movie? Or do you want to get a coffee? Do you want to get a drink on Friday? So perhaps a little bit more direct. But in general, these 2 can be used to ask the same thing. It's like making an invitation for a plan. So these 2 are about a schedule. You're asking about the other person's schedule. So a couple of nice patterns to introduce your plan. However, let's go to a couple that are more for formal situations. So if you need to ask about someone's plans at work or in a business setting, for example, I want to share a couple patterns for that. And then it'll be up to you to make an invitation as well. So here are a couple of more formal patterns that you can use, actually. So here, first one, are you available? And here I have on or at. So if you watch the preposition videos we've done, you know on is used for a day, at is for a time. So are you available on Sunday for a meeting, for example? Here, the word available, I've used the word available. Are you available on a day for a thing, for an activity? Remember in the casual expression, I talked about the word or the pattern, are you free? Are you free? Think of are you available as the formal version of are you free? are you free? So are you available on Monday for lunch? Or are you available at 3 o'clock for a meeting? Are you available on Tuesday for a really great movie experience? I don't know. So whatever formal thing you want to suggest, you can use that. Also, here's another one. So do you have time? Do you have time? You could use this, like, especially if you're speaking with a busy person, I suppose. Do you have time on? So same thing here, day for on, or at for time. Do you have time on Monday for a meeting? Do you have time at 4 o'clock for a meet and greet? I don't know what you do. So this is maybe nice for like a busy person. But these expressions are a little more formal than the first group of expressions we talked about. If you missed the first group of expressions, don't worry. You can watch this live stream back later. Okay, so with this information, a formal invitation or a casual invitation, let's do our first chat question then. A simple one. Please make an invitation. Please make an invitation. So I gave you a lot of examples already. So we talked about, are you doing anything Sunday, as a quick introduction? Or what are you up to this weekend? Or are you free for coffee later today? Or do you want to get a drink on Saturday, for example? So make an invitation. Please send an invitation into the chat and we will review. We'll review. So please send an invitation. Make an invitation for a plan, something you would like to do, or maybe a plan you need to make in the future. So please send one in. Oh, Frial on YouTube, you are the first one. Where am I from? Do you have something on Friday for dinner? For that, instead of do you have something, I would say do you have plans? Do you have plans on Friday for dinner? Is perfect. That one's nice. Are you available on Sunday night for a vigil? Okay, good. Wally says, do you want to hang out on Sunday? Perfect, perfect. And Wally, by the way, is using do you wanna. If you check the YouTube chat, do you want to hang out on Sunday? Nice, casual. Masaya, hi. Are you available on tomorrow for a meeting? Great, thank you for that. When you want to use a day of the week, are you available on Sunday? Good, use on. If you want to say tomorrow or yesterday, no preposition there. So do you have time tomorrow for a meeting is good. Wow, nice ones, guys. Are you available for a movie tonight? Nice, Hana-chan. Do you want to go to dinner this week? Do you want to plus verb? You need a verb. Do you want to go to dinner this week? Nice. Would you like to go out with me this weekend? Perfect. Great one. Okay. Come with me to the cinema tonight, please. Nice one, Nelson. Thanks. Okay. Nguyen, hi. Do you want to drink coffee with me on this Friday? Another great point. When you want to use this, as in this Friday in your example, or this Saturday, no preposition is needed. Do you want to drink coffee with me this Friday? Or do you want to drink coffee with me on Friday? Both are correct, but not on and this. Okay. Ooh, nice ones. Do you have time to lunch tomorrow? Nicole, good point. In very formal situations, lunch can be used as a verb, but in general, we don't use lunch as a verb. Do you have time to get lunch tomorrow? Might be more natural there. All right. Ooh, good ones. Okay, you guys have awesome invitations. Very nice, very nice. So I want to take a quick break, our first break for today, because we have a lot of things to talk about. And today we also have, I know we always talk about these PDF cheat sheets, but this week we have 7 new ones that the team put together. So you're going to see them in just a second, Yay! Okay, so here, these are the ones we've seen before, like school and business and travel, but definitely if you have not downloaded these yet, they are free. Check them out. But from this week, we have these 7 new ones. So there's an emergency words cheat sheet. That could be really important to check, perhaps. The around town. So that means things in your city or things in your town. Cooking, a cooking one, so vocabulary for your kitchen. Clothing. We've talked a lot about shopping and clothes in this live stream, so that could be useful. Pets. Pets is another one. Music. I am very excited about that one, the music one. And finally, the hotel one. So if you downloaded all of the other cheat sheets, all of the other PDFs, we have new ones on the site, like from, I think it went up yesterday. So to make sure you get these, they're all free. So go to the link below the video on YouTube or above the video on Facebook. On Twitter, I think it's above the video as well. And you can download all of these for free. So if you have an account, you can sign in and download right away. If you don't have an account, you can make a free one. Great. So please check that out. I know the team worked really hard to prepare a lot of new stuff for you guys. So please check that out. They're really nice ways to kind of boost your vocabulary or help you study like a certain point. Yeah. So please check that out. Please go download those today. All right, but let's move on. And remember, if you are just joining, today's topic is making, breaking, canceling, and changing your plans. So we've just talked about expressions for making plans. Now we're going to go to breaking plans a little bit. And if you have not, please make sure to hit the like button. It will help other people to find the video. So please hit that like button. Helpful for us. All right. Let's go to breaking your plans. So I keep using the expression to break plans. So to break plans means like to cancel or to stop something. Like maybe you know the expression to break up. To break up with someone like means to end a relationship. So we can use the same verb to break plans as well. All right, so I'm going to introduce one expression I don't really like, actually, but I'll explain why. So this is one that is a very common expression, but I really dislike this expression. However, you might hear it sometimes. It is, I'm so sorry, but something came up and now I can't, whatever the activity is. So for example, I'm so sorry, but something came up and now I can't get coffee with you. Something came up and now I can't go to a movie. Something came up and now I can't go out tonight. So the reason I don't like this is because this part, something came up. It's just like a vague means unclear. It's this vague explanation. It's a non-explanation. Like there's no specific reason that you're canceling on the other person. Yeah, we say to cancel on someone, but you're just saying something came up. So came up means something happened. So something in my schedule came up. I have to like take a look at or I have to deal with. So, but I don't like this because it's not very specific. I think it's better to give a specific reason why you can't or why you have to cancel plans. Because personally, I think it's pretty rude to cancel plans. Like, unless there's a good reason, I don't know. I don't make a plan unless I want to do that thing. So I think I try not to cancel plans. So instead, here are a few patterns you can use to cancel plans and give a specific reason for your cancellation. So let's take a look. I'm so sorry. Again, I'm so sorry, but my boss asked me to work and now I can't go to the movie with you, for example. So my boss asked me to work. So of course, work is a very common reason to cancel plans, to have to cancel plans. Here is one way you can explain that. So my boss asked me to work, or my boss asked me to do overtime today. Now I can't get a drink. Sorry. There's one. If you are not feeling well, I'm sick and I can't make it. So this make it, here I've used I can't make it. Make it means I can't come. I can't come to. I can't make it. It's kind of a more casual expression we use here. I'm sick and I can't make it to your event. I'm so sorry. Or I'm sick and I can't make it to your party. I'm so sorry. So I can't make it to the plan, the thing you had planned here. I'm so sorry. A more general explanation is I'm really not feeling well today. So you can drop this if you want. I'm not feeling well today. Really is just an emphasis here. I'm really not feeling well today. So you're a bit sick. So these are some more specific reasons to cancel on someone. Personally, I don't like the first one I introduced. All right, but let's go to a couple other cancellation expressions for maybe some more serious situations, or I included another one here that I've heard a couple times before, but let's look. First one, maybe there's a family emergency. You can use this. There's been a family emergency. I'm so sorry, I have to cancel. So if there's some like serious situation, like a health problem or an accident maybe, you can use there's been. So here, not like there was, well, I suppose you could say there was, but more naturally, we use there's been. So this is the contracted form of there has. There has been a family emergency. That's the present perfect tense there. There's been a family emergency. I can't come. Another one that I've heard, especially for outdoor events, is this expression: the weather is terrible today, so I think I'm gonna cancel. And here I've just contracted in my speech. I think I'm gonna cancel. Gonna. So going to becomes gonna. Yeah, so the weather's terrible today, I think I'm gonna cancel. So these are a couple of other expressions but they're maybe a little bit more specific, I suppose. All right, last thing I want to talk about in this section is an interesting word, which is when you, well, okay, let's talk about the word first. The word or the expression is to stand someone up, to stand someone up. So this does not mean literally like you find a person laying down and you like stand them up. That's not what this means. This expression means to have plans with someone, but you don't come and you don't contact them to cancel on them. That's my question. So, thanks, y'all. Okay, so, sorry. So this is generally a bad thing. No problem, Kyle, thank you. This is generally a bad thing. So this is a very common expression. Well, I shouldn't say very common, but this is a phrase we use on dates. So for example, if I have a date planned and I go there, like to a restaurant or a coffee shop or something, but my date never comes and my date never contacts me, that means my date stood me up. So past tense of stand is stood. My date stood me up. So this is the expression we use when someone does not come to a planned meeting. To stand someone up. So I've been stood up maybe one time before. I was so mad. So I've had this happen to me. Maybe you've had this happen to you. So it's not a good feeling for sure. It's totally not a good feeling. But this is the expression we use to explain that. So now you know. All right, we'll finish with that. So I want to then. We practiced making an invitation at the beginning of this lesson today. So now I want to ask you to please try to make a cancellation statement. So please, now you made your invitation. Now cancel it. Please cancel your invitation, the one you sent before, and explain why you're canceling. Explain the reason for your cancellation. Yeah. Oh, Tifele said, I'd been in front of Hachiko in Shibuya for hours, but she stood me up. Then I realized she found someone else to go out with. Ouch. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks is a slang expression, which means that's too bad. That's too bad. That sucks. Peter says, Alicia, what does it mean? Check that out. Check that out means please look. Please look, but check it out. Check that out. So look at that. Look at this. Check that out means please look. Please look. But it's a casual expression. Hana-chan says, I'm so sorry. My flight has been canceled. I can't make it to the party. Perfect. Very nice. Very nice. Justin says, I'm sorry, but I have this thing for school that came up today. I can't go to the movies with you. So make sure that cancellation, I can't go to the movies with you, is in there. I'm going to school tomorrow, but I can't because my father doesn't allow. So are you canceling school? So make sure the activity you're canceling is clear. So something happened, A happened, so I can't plan. I can't do this thing. Junior, hey Junior, I would love to, but I already have plans. Can we put it off to another day? Close. To put something off sounds like, I don't want to do this. I'm avoiding this task. So like if there's, I don't know, like we use it for like cleaning the house. Like I'm going to put off cleaning the house. I don't want to do it. Instead, can we change to another day? Actually, I'll introduce some expressions in just a moment. Ali on Facebook, I don't have time to explain again right now, but if you have a question, you can watch this live stream back when we finish. So please take a look at the archived video after this finishes. Thank you for asking. Sharab says, I am not able to come to the dinner party because of family problems. Okay, good. Make sure family problems, you might be a little more specific with that. Family problem sounds like maybe there was an argument or something like that. If you want to explain like an illness or a sickness, you can be a little more specific. All right, Garrison. Hey, Garrison. I'm sorry, but I have more important plans for tomorrow. Be careful. If you use that expression, the other person will probably feel very sad and very offended because you said I have more important plans than you. So it's like that's kind of crushing. So instead, you can use a specific thing. I'm sorry, but I have to work tomorrow. I can't come. So I think a person understands, work is important. This person needs to do his or her job. So I would not recommend more important plans. But thanks for sending that. That's a really good point. Alrighty, but let's, oh gosh, I have talked too much again today. So I guess we'll take a quick break and then I'll introduce the last points quickly at the end. So if you missed it earlier, we have 7 brand new PDF cheat sheets for you. If you have not downloaded these, you can do so from the link below the video on YouTube and above the video on Facebook. So these, we've talked a lot about the original PDFs many times on the live stream, but this week the team put together 7 totally new ones. So there's like hobbies with cooking and music and maybe shopping, and there's some everyday life ones like around your city or maybe traveling like at the hotel. Also, emergency words too. So for example, today we talked about like a family emergency. If a family emergency happens, how do you explain that? So maybe check the PDF cheat sheet for some more vocabulary words to explain emergency situations. Yeah. Alrighty. We have to continue to the next thing. But anyway, we only have a couple minutes left, so I'm going to go a little bit quickly. So the last topic for today is changing plans. If you're just joining, the live stream is almost done, but you can always watch this back. You can watch the archived video later. But if you're also just joining, please hit the like button. Yeah, this one. Please hit the like button and share it if you like to, so other people can find the video. But all right, today's last topic is changing plans. Let's change your plans. Changing your plans. So let's look at a couple of patterns. I might have to decrease the number of example sentences. We'll see. Okay, but let's look at the first 2 patterns. One, Junior mentioned a similar one. Junior mentioned this in the YouTube chat a little bit earlier. But let's look at these 2. First, my work schedule changed. My work schedule changed. So, and now I can't make it on Sunday, or now I can't make it on Saturday, for example. Then Okay, so here's your cancel expression. My work schedule changed and now I can't make it. I can't come, as we talked about. I can't come on Saturday. I can't come on Sunday. So here's our cancellation expression. Then here's the change expression. Can we do Sunday instead? Can we do Monday instead? So here I've used the verb do. So we use do to mean, can we do our plan? Can we do our activity on a different day? But you don't need to use a preposition here. So my work schedule changed and now I can't make it on Saturday. Can we do Sunday instead? Or my work schedule changed and now I can't make it on Tuesday night. Can we do Wednesday night instead? So here, do means our plan. Whatever your agreement was, we can make it short and use the verb do. Can we do something else? So suggest a different day or a different time instead. Hello there, first time watching live on YouTube. I can't read your name, but welcome. And then this is similar to what Junior mentioned earlier. Hey, are you free next week instead of this week? I had something come up. So again, here I've used this just for an example. I don't like this expression really. I think it's better to use a specific point, something specific that happened for a reason you can't come. But this part is most important, I think, in this case, because you are beginning the interaction, you're beginning the discussion by saying, I want to change our plans. So here, this is the cancellation phrase, really, but this is the change phrase. Hey, are you free next week instead of this week? So you can change this to a day. Hey, are you free Saturday instead of Sunday? Or hey, are you free tomorrow night instead of Wednesday night? So instead of means like in place of something. All right. So those are a couple. Then I suppose I'm out of time, aren't I, Kyle? I should probably wrap it up. Yes. I won't ask the last question. Yeah. Okay. All right. No problem. Let's see. I don't want to talk about that phrase. So I think we'll just end it here, I suppose, for today. And maybe I'll try to post on Twitter, I suppose, a couple of the other expressions I wanted to talk about today, just to introduce the pattern. So I'll post that maybe this afternoon after the live stream. Hope that's okay. So if you're not following on Twitter, you can check there or find me there. That's fine. I'll do that. Nice compromise. Okay, so let's finish there for today because I'm already late. Gosh, I'm just a chronic over-explainer. It's terrible. Anyway, so those are a few ways to make and break and change your plans. If you missed today's live stream live, don't worry. You can check the video on Facebook, on YouTube, or on Twitter. So please take a look at the archived videos there. It should be up very shortly, very quickly after we finish. So we'll finish up today's lesson there. I hope that it was helpful for you. Thank you so much for sending your example question or your example sentences and your questions. It's really, really nice. Next week, we will be back. We will be back with a new live stream topic next week. Next week, we're going back a little bit. We did job interview discussions, job interview questions a few weeks ago. So next week, we're going to talk about improving your English resume. Improving your English resume. Yeah. So this is our topic for next week. Improving your English. So your resume. Be careful. Not resume. Actually, sorry, my fault. I should have put an accent over this word, but resume, not resume, but resume. Resume. So your resume is your work history paperwork. So your education, all that stuff. So improving your English resume is our topic for next week. Okay, so the time will be Wednesday, March 7th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York City time. New York City time. So that's Wednesday night next week, 9 p.m. New York City time. You can check your time accordingly. So, thank you very much for joining us again this week. Thank you so much for liking and sharing the video. And please make sure to check out the 7 brand new PDF cheat sheets. So, I'm going to finish now, so please check the link below the video on YouTube and above the video on Facebook and Twitter to download all of those for free. So, please join us next week, Wednesday, March 7th. I will see you again then. So enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your night, the rest of your week. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.